Welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I am Tina. I'm sorry for not posting a ton of videos the last couple weeks. I've been in a bit of a reading slump. I guess not really a slump. I've just been distracted by something, and that something is the Halo TV show. So my husband was going camping on the weekend, and because I knew he would be gone and I would have the TV to myself, and he has no interest in Halo, I was like, okay, I'm going to get this trial subscription to Paramount Plus so I can watch this and then cancel the subscription. So I started watching it on the Monday, though, because I was like, oh, there's like 10 episodes. There's no way I can watch all of these in one weekend. So I started kind of watching them during the week, which I usually don't do. So anyway, I decided to make it up to you guys by doing a classic sci-fi plus some other modern sci-fi book haul. It's a book haul. Yes. Okay, so the first book that I got, all of these are from Value Village, was Ice Rigger by Alan Dean Foster, my hero. As you know, I love Alan Dean Foster. Now, this is a very popular book of his. I have not read it. This is clearly been read by somebody many times, and I'm very excited because I've heard that this one is really good. What is it about? I'm going to read it to you. Frozen Assets. Ethan Fortune was a simple salesman, knowledgeable and civilized, a sophisticated traveler between many worlds, but he had certainly never thought of himself as a hero. Skua September, on the other hand, never thought of himself as anything else. A matched pair if there ever was one. When the two of them were suddenly stranded on a deadly frozen world, Ethan Fortune incredibly found himself cast in the role of leader, and he didn't find that at all amusing. So, I'm very into this. The next book that I grabbed was Worlds of the Imperium by Keith Laumer, author of Bolo. What is this one about? First of all, the cover is, I've seen better, but I've definitely seen worse. Of the vast number of alternative Earths, only 3 worlds are in contact with one another. Between and around them swirls the zone of horror and desolation called the Blight, the remains of the countless Earths that discovered the Maxoni Drive and failed to control it. Earths where life is no longer found or no longer recognizable. One man holds the key to survival in a universe where life itself is a diminishing probability. His mission, assassinate his alternate self. There can be only one. It's also like the movie The One with Jet Li and, was it Jason Statham? That movie's terrible. Anyway, sounds awesome. The next one is by Juanita Colson, which I recognize because I got a book from her last time I did a book haul, but I'm thinking now that this actually is not the book that I thought it was. Anyway, this is apparently Outward Bound, not Homeward Bound, the movie with the dogs and the cat, but Outward Bound, book 2 of the series Children of the Stars. Now, I don't know if I have the first one. I'm too lazy to kind of go through my stack here and look for it, so I'm just going to hope for the best here. The cover, come on. Like, couple goals there in the bottom. What is that thing in the middle? I have no idea. I hope this isn't too blurry for you guys. Anyway, if it is, I'll just post the pictures up on this zone. So, hyperspace versus hypership. To reach the stars by passing long years in frozen sleep was safe and sure. But Brenna Sonder couldn't wait, even though faster-than-light drive equipments had already proved fatal once. She meant to conquer the light barrier, and to hell with everything her family and her lover could do to stop her. First time in print. It's actually like a whole spread. Ooh, fancy. Sounds awesome, actually. I still don't know what that creature is in the middle. I got another Alan Dean Foster book, For Love of Mother Naught, which I'm pretty sure I don't have. I know this is like a prequel. It's like how Flinks found his like adopted mother, basically. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but basically that's the plot of this one. Or is it how he finds Pip? No, that's how he finds his mother. Of course, that's why it's called For Love of Mother Naught. The next one I got, Vonda M. McIntyre, was Starfarers. I specifically like this one because these people look like they're having a great time with their little champagne bubblies. And because look at this. So fancy. So fancy. Ooh. Ooh. It's like a little peep show for book people. Starfarers. So I have one of these called Barbary. I have a book of hers called Barbary, which is like for children. This one's not for children. So I'm very excited because I really liked Barbary. Scientists or renegades. Construction of the spaceship Starfarer is almost completed. Its vast solar sails accelerating and widening its orbit around Earth. Its crew specialist, headed by dedicated scientist Victoria McKenzie, is prepared to make history with America's second attempt at interstellar exploration. The first research ship, unfortunately, was never heard from again. But that is only the beginning of Starfarer's problems. The US government has decided to reassess the spacecraft's objectives to place the vessel in the hands of the military, as the US would do. Victoria Mackenzie has other ideas, and she plans to uphold the Starfarer's original scientific purposes, the exploration of space and a search for intelligent life, even if it means hijacking the ship. Scientist or renegade? You tell me. Actually, I'll tell you after I read this. Now, this is not a sci-fi book, but I bought it because it looked amazing, and I didn't realize it's actually a book for children, so my bad. Kidnapped in the Yukon. Kidnapped along with his father's boat. You can't kidnap a boat. 13-year-old Johnny Martin is forced to accompany Mad Bill Somerville down the Yukon River to Dawson, but the adventure turns out far different than either of them imagined. Yeah, I don't know. I saw this and I was like, that's awesome. But if you follow my channel, you know that I have kind of a thing for like up north. The review I just did, Immortal North, but also for like the Yukon. So I was kind of like, I need this, and then I realized that it's a picture book for children. Whatever, I'll give it to my daughter. Now this guys, I'm very excited about. Cybernark. The drug lord's worst nightmare. This is amazing. I haven't even read what it's about. I just saw Cybernark and I was like, I need this. He was created at the CIA's secret Camp Perry Research Center. The CIA calls him Rod, a high-tech amalgam of advanced robotics, artificial intelligence, painstaking cosmetics, and military hardware. Rod is all machine, but he can blend with any human crowd. Assigned to the DEA and tagged Cybernark by the press. He's ready for action. What kind of action? You think he like sleeps with a human woman in this? I bet he does. My favorite part though is the back cover where it shows the infrared vision that he has. I guess he's part Predator, part Terminator. I don't know. Anyway, amazing. 1991, by the way, which is perfect because that's the perfect time that cyberpunk was very popular. So yes. Now, I did get this book because I read it before and I absolutely love it, and that's Bone Shaker by Sherry Priest. I really like this book. If you like steampunk, this book is awesome, and I'm very, very happy to own a copy of this. I got it for like $3, which is great. So yeah. I also got, now, I don't know if, David, if you're watching this video, I know you watch a lot of my videos, and I very much appreciate it, but you were talking about this book. And guess what? I found a copy. So there we go. This is, what's it called? Shadow Moon. It's by George Lucas and Chris Claremont. I have not read it. I vaguely recall that my dad had this book, I'm pretty sure. And so I'm very excited to read it. So yeah. I don't know when I'll get to it. And then, you know, the most interesting book that I found is I found a first freaking printing of The Dragon Within by John M. Ford. Have I read this? No. Do I know what it is? Yes. This book is how to describe it? I'll just read it to you. The year is 1478, the dawn of the Renaissance. The War of the Roses have put Edward IV on the throne of England. Lorenzo the Magnificent's brilliant court blossoms on the wealth of the great Medici Bank. Leonardo da Vinci is at work on his oh my god, I can't talk. Leonardo da Vinci is at work on his anatomical studies, but all is not quite as we know it. This is a changed world. In Milan, Galazio Maria Sforza, I'm not Italian, the vampire duke, sure of his control over his dreadful new ally, marshals his forces at the last for his long-meditated attack on Florence. In Switzerland, an exiled heir to the throne of Byzantium and the celebrated young woman physician join forces to expose an English traitor. On the northern marches of England, Richard, Duke of Gloucester, who will become King Richard III, patrols a border smoldering with war amidst a growing host of signs and portents. So it's, oh my god, there's even more. Okay, I'm not going to read it all. Oh, there's a wizard spy in a castle. And there's a lot of stuff on this. So this is basically like a historical reimagining of the 1450s. And I've heard it's fantastic. And also the fact that I bought this book for $4.99 and it's selling on eBay for $200. So that's kind of cool. I'm definitely going to keep it though. Unless I get really broke. But no, it's pretty awesome to see this. I was pretty much like looking at the shelves and I was like, what is that? And I literally yelled like, no way, in the store. And a bunch of people looked at me, but that's okay. I don't care what people in Value Village think of me. I don't care what people think of me anywhere I am. So yeah, very excited with this find. Very excited with this whole find. I'm not sure if I'm more excited for this or for freaking Cybernark. But Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah.